He's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma.
Hello there. Welcome to another Minute Microscopy. I am Eric Rosenblatt, and today I'd like to make a few points about something that I encounter all the time in conversation: net worth. I hear it said often that so-and-so billionaire could pay for X number of goods or services for the betterment of others, or otherwise they just be a greedy asshole keeping it all to themselves. While I won't get into my own views on the justification of greatly profiting from great risk or sacrifice, I will address one point about the initial argument, however, and that is, it would be impossible for a billionaire to do that, because a billionaire likely doesn't have billions of dollars in the bank. Assessments of net worth combine liquid cash, assets like properties, businesses, stocks, and more. So if, say, Jeff Bezos' net worth is $200 billion, he doesn't actually have $200 billion in the bank. The bulk of that number is shares of Amazon stock. So why does everyone assume that it's all cash? Well, maybe the misunderstanding probably comes from the lack of knowledge of money and economics, and I don't know, partly because of a lot of people only deal with liquid cash and not assets. So there's a tendency to not consider the difference. Perhaps people's only exposure to economics and business is from the cartoon series DuckTales. And so the image of your worth being contained in a money bin is the only one that comes to mind. Okay, then, well, why couldn't Bezos just sell his stock and just give it away to people? Well, he could. But if that much stock is sold off all at once, the company could suffer massive disruption and maybe even collapse. And the hedge funds who hold more stock than Bezos could cause even more destruction, potentially a loss of the over 800,000 Amazon jobs too. The money from the sale would be taxed as capital gains, shaving off a significant chunk as well. So there really wouldn't be much left to go around. Things just aren't as simple as they appear. Another sort of related point I want to cover is the idea of concentration of wealth, or hoarding of wealth, as I often heard it said. I think usually the image of the money bin is, again, prominent. Like, because they have all the money, there's less for you. Besides the fact that the economy isn't zero sum, it isn't even money that's being hoarded. Having stock in a company or lots of stuff isn't the same as having lots of cash. If there's a person that owns a ton of boats, Beanie Babies, or has the biggest fossilized cow pie collection, and you have fewer or none, that doesn't mean you're less likely to succeed in areas that don't involve boats, beanies, or poo. Well, this has already gone on way too long, and I've barely scratched the surface. I guess in closing, I'll say, try to be happy with what you have. Or if you want to have your own slice of the pie, learn as much as you can and go out there and get it. There's always a way, so long as you're free.